Okay, welcome back to Champion Football. We are finally joined by Domenic Costanzo. How are you doing, mate?
Good yourself.
Very well, mate. Aye, good. Chico, all good?
Always good, mate.
Always good. Right, cool. So round 12.
Took you that long to get me on.
Well, that's not round 10, but then you rescheduled.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
So we went with, what we did is we went with the people in Marconi who were more popular first, so Flea came on.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you were second. That fair?
Yeah,
Is that fair?
JT didn't answer either, did he?
Nah, he didn't get back, no. So, round 12, big weekend again, plenty of goals.
Massive weekend. I think we need to start with Western Sydney Wanderers losing 6-0 to Apia.
Just before we go into the actual details of that game, do you know, did Wanderers play a full team?
No.
I don't think so, no.
This is where the notes come in handy.
Aye, oh, I thought correct, mate, aye.
So, Dylan Cicluna, Nathaniel Blair, Aidan Hammond all went up from the week before.
Satsford too?
Satsford scored?
Yeah, Satsford scored, but he wasn't in. So I just went off the week before when they beat Blacktown
Yeah,
to this week. So
But
there
he's played a fair bit of NPL, but hasn't he?
He has. But the last few weeks, I think he's been in with the A-League.
Yeah.
And then there was a Ryan Hollandale as well, wasn't included in the squad from the week before, so there's 4 from the week before out.
Did Eunice play?
He was
No.
in the A-League team.
But he wasn't in the week before either then.
Or Hammond. He's a...
Hammond was out.
Eunice played the week before. Eunice played in that week before.
It wasn't in the squad list from the week before.
Against Blacktown, I'm pretty sure Eunice played.
No.
I could be wrong.
I'm just going off, literally looked at the squad.
So
at the
Eunice
bottom of the
didn't
reports.
play against Apia?
No.
Oh, he's one of the main players.
100%.
Are you sure he didn't play against Apia? See if I watched the highlights, but I'm
Mate, it's, well, I watched
yeah, he's doubting himself.
He would have scored, surely, if he was playing.
You'd like to think he'd have done something different.
No, but that's the ones that, as I said, from the week before to the Apia game that went there, and they were in the...
Well, so basically Apia beat Wanderers B team, is that what you're saying?
That's what you're saying.
The 20th.
Big result regardless, to be fair, it looked like Apia absolutely battered.
Because the keeper for Wanderers had a good game as well, he still conceded 6.
He did.
Aye.
Did you watch the highlights?
I watched a few, I watched the highlights,
Yeah.
Jack Schultz scored, what, 2?
Twice, yeah.
Twice. Pens.
Was it Jack Short scored the last one at the edge of the box?
Yeah, it was a good finish.
That was a good finish, that one, aye. It looked comfortable. It looked
Very. I don't the keeper never made many saves for Apia, maybe one or two.
Disappointed in that,
Gibson scored a heady.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I was disappointed with that because I was actually looking forward to see how Wanderers would have went against them, because obviously Apia had poor result, and I thought, brilliant, this will be a real test for Wanderers. I want to see if they're like meaning business. Brilliant, can't take it away from Apia, but when they're missing those players who have played a fair amount of games, and that's the players that have been battering teams.
And to be fair though, I mean they've went up in the first team have won 4-3, so it's good
of course.
that kind of continuation for them of going up and doing something.
Hammond scored the winner, no?
Yeah,
in the first grade, yeah.
And did Sapsford's not score as well?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I think so.
Sorry, that's the league.
I think he might have. Hammond, I think, definitely scored. So
I think Sapsford.
as long as they make an impact somewhere, that's the...
No, of course, I'm sure, and I think Eunice came off the bench, I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
And it was in Melbourne, wasn't it? So they've had to fly back the next morning for the game. But anyway, good result for Apia. That's second top?
They'd be up there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure second top.
Second top they are, joint with someone else.
I think that's...
No, Rockdale second top.
We need the league table, Chico.
Rockdale second top.
Yeah, Wanderers are still top by a couple of points.
Yeah, Wanderers, I think it goes 30-26 and then there's like 2 on 25.
Wanderers on 32, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to league table up, I don't like this guesswork.
Yeah, go.
Good idea.
I think we're still 4th.
You're still fourth.
Flea said you're going to finish 14th.
That's what someone...
I know, that's what they brought it up for.
Flea said
I don't know, I think Flea exaggerated a bit. It might have been 10th or 9th.
He said you were brilliant.
But nah, even the year before we got tipped to finish 10th or something.
That's mad, isn't it?
Right, okay. You want the rule league table, or do you want Chaz Samashonga's league table?
I reckon mine's is pretty close.
Compare.
We'll go Western Sydney Wanderers,
How
Rockdale,
many points are Wanderers on?
Marconi, 30.
And who's after second?
Rockdale,
Who's third?
Apia,
And how many points are Rockdale on?
26,
And how many points are Apia on?
25.
All 3 were wrong. I'm on job, alright.
My knowledge, man.
And then Marconi are joint with Apia.
Joint with Apia.
25. And by the way, we've got...
City United 22.
I was going to say, fair play to Sydney United, by the way. They had a stinking start.
Horrible start.
And they're right in the mix.
And then they've got Western Sydney Wanderers this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, if they beat Wanderers, that the league table's
Wide open.
blown wide open. I mean, it is always been, we keep saying it's early, but it is still the first half of the season's always, you seen that with Blacktown last year, having a good second half of the season, but I think if Wanderers lose again, that's going to be like end.
Do you know what? I'm just really happy with my knowledge there, by the way.
You don't worry. I didn't doubt you.
Your face said differently, mate.
And there was a game, Manly, second game you got the name is Manly versus Spirit. We can't not talk about the lights going out, man.
Yeah, I've seen a bit. What happened there? Like in 92nd or?
92nd, 93rd minute. Apparently it's happened 3 times this season.
Yeah.
Aye. Not playing the lucky ball.
Would it have, like, obviously it impacted the game to a degree, right? But like, it was so late.
It was 0-0 at the time. They scored 3 when it's dark. Shambles. It was.
If the ref doesn't blow the whistle, it's play on.
I mean, I think there was a minute left or something like that. No, 90 seconds left, I think that's what he said. We were peppering them at the point, like they were stuck in the box, ball in the box, and I think it went back to Chris, he set a full back to put it back in the box. Lights went out, and then we hung around for around 10, 15 minutes or something like that to play 90 seconds. In that 90 seconds we had 2 chances to be fair, but we were just lucky that it wasn't earlier in the game. Like if it was 85 minutes when we just scored, and they said,
you'd be spilling,
and then they said, because they said I was at, you can, if there's more than 80% of the game played or 85%, you can say it's done.
Isn't it after the 75th minute or something? Yeah.
As I'm saying, so if we just scored 3-2 and there's 10 minutes potentially left, and they go, I was going to cancel it, lads.
You'd be cooking.
So, see, genuine question, right? What? So, could you technically, right, be sneaky and just go,
turn off your lights?
Fuck it, get the lights off?
Well, that's what happened to us. That training, not last Thursday, the Thursday before, no lights. We had to train on the backfield.
That's training though.
Yeah, but the lights were done. We had to hire a portable, like a big light
generator.
Yeah, like a generator. So Matt was saying, if we're winning, just
Matt,
like 80th minute, flip the lights.
Obviously, you couldn't do it every week, right? Because you'd be a wee bit obvious. But
yeah, I know.
If you're playing for a big match and you're winning 1-0, so technically you could do it if you're clever enough about it.
You can get away with it, yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm a fan of it, but I'm not a fan of it.
Depending what end you're on, if you're on the receiving or if you're doing it.
So I sent an email out to everyone involved at the club. We need an electrician on Saturday nights.
Or a big pair of bolt cutters just to snip something. Anyway, 3-2. I don't like talking about our games. So I'm going to back Spirit. I just think it was you seen the penalty Chaz from don't know if you've seen it. There was 2 angles of the penalty. One you see on NPL TV.
Yeah.
Then we have the veil on the other side.
Yeah. Was it a pen?
Ask Chaz. He's neutral.
I haven't seen it.
Definitely.
Yeah, he was neutral.
No, mate. It was a joke. So the ball's like, say, the wall, and the guy goes to kind of cross it into the box, and the defender turns, so the defender's side on, and his arm's here. And it hits him about here, but his arm's literally beside his body.
Yeah.
And the referee gives a pen.
But what I think has killed him is, right, when the ball's hit him, the lads try to swing round and almost get his arm out of the way, so his arm's coming like this. Okay. So if you look for the referee standing, the arm swinging back looks as if it's hit his hand, and that's the camera you'll see for NPL TV. And to be fair, I wasn't sure watching it, but then I seen the veil on the other side, you're going, oh come on, man.
But the referee's in a good position.
There's a fine line between, you see it all over the world, don't you?
No, exactly.
If it's here or it's a little bit off,
it's so harsh though.
They pick and choose. Like, it's harsh, it is.
Where is his arm supposed to go? Like, so it's literally here, right?
Yeah.
Where else do you put them?
So that's not even like natural's like here. If it's up it like that, man. That's you're trying to get him out of the way completely.
So that's like, are you waiting for somebody to kick the ball and like try and move your arm if it's going to hit the body? Like,
see now you see the Premier League or any professional game, obviously everyone's got their hands behind their backs.
Then you lose balance in that.
Have you seen the under 12s, under 13s? There's 3 guys playing football in the park with their hands behind their backs. Yeah. Oh my god, man!
I tried doing that once in like under 13s, and my coach told me off, so I've never done it again. I've seen someone in the Premier do it.
That's what I mean. That's what you do.
The Wanderers goalkeeper was doing that against Appy, wasn't he?
We've just said he was playing well, and you flung him under the bus.
No, but that was. So anyway, Ollie Wiggins scored, they looked pretty comfortable to fair. Penalty changed the game massively, and to be fair to Manly, probably 20 minutes of the first half they had created a few chances. Second half it was pretty much all of us, and then they scored our own goal, a delivery, half Ollie Wiggins went in, and then the rest of it was just us. But
looked like a good header from Ollie Wiggins.
Unlike him, he's not usually good in there.
So he scored 2 goals then.
One own goal and one for himself. So this was a pen, a big deflection and an own goal. But look, the first half, it's football, man. They scored 3 goals, they deserved to win. At the end of the day, bad result for us, good result for them. Still tight down that bottom half, but I've said 1,000 times, and I've said I back all our games. If you look at Spirit's results over the whole league, no one's battered us, and it's
always tight. A goal.
Yeah. Right, we've had 7 penalties, 5 red cards, and then I think about 7 last goals in the last 5 minutes.
So do you know what I'd say, Don?
What's it come down to?
A lack of discipline and a lack of fitness.
Why fitness?
Because there's conceding goals in the last minute. The boys are tired.
And the fatigue.
It was also.
We scored in the 90. We scored in the 95th against
penalty.
Penn. Yeah.
You shouldn't have beat us.
Next game.
But honestly, you shouldn't have beat us that game. A draw would have been a fair result that game. It would have been a fair
You hit the
result.
bar in the first half. He's had a few chances.
And you didn't have many considering you've got a stacked squad. And we also had a very.
JT had sore ribs though. He was out after that for.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
That's what about
that's a good excuse.
I forgot about that. What was the wee guy?
The wee guy that ran away.
The guy that ran away. Who was that?
Which one?
You probably wouldn't remember, but when JT scores a pen, he goes up to our keeper Chris.
Oh,
That was a bit of banter. But one of your players runs up round the back. Who was that?
Well, he's like JT jumped on the back of him. And then young boy Yakov, funny. We actually gave him a credit for that because he just jumped in and just pushed him. Like, what are you doing, Yakov? And then he's jumped behind me and JT. It was funny. Oh man, we were pissing out that video. But we gave him a credit for that. That was pretty good.
That was funny, man. But then to, as I said, look at the results. I think we're very, very close to the game again. Marconi, 93rd minute penalty.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to be very biased. But also back the boys' side, we've got a good team. So here we go. Playing Blacktown this weekend, so it'll be a good test. Sydney United, good win, like we said, and good results. Nakamura's goal was a cracker.
See Nakamura's goal?
Good finish.
Oh, cracking finish.
Across the body.
He's had a good season so far.
He's a good player.
How quickly he hit it from his first touch.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just 2 steps, bang, bang.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's done it before. He's definitely done it before somewhere.
So good, man.
He's had a good season, good start to the season.
Good pickup for them, yeah.
Brilliant. Where was he last year?
St George.
Oh, was he?
St George Saints.
That's right.
Because I was talking to Connor and I said, did you see that goal? And he was like, oh, he used to play for us last year. He played for us last year, but he says he's kicked on a bit. He says he wasn't.
I'm pretty sure last year he wasn't
he wasn't great. Like he wasn't scoring goals.
Spider got it out of him.
Spiders did.
But then when we spoke to Adrian, he said, and it was still pre-season, start of the season, he says he looked really good.
Yeah. Connor says he's kept on.
But fair play to Sydney United, they've done really, really well.
Yeah. Another red card in that game as well.
A bad tackle, did you see it?
It was a bad tackle.
Who was that?
Sydney FC, I don't know who it was, I'm not sure.
Bad tackle?
Yeah.
You know about that, mate.
Yeah. It's going to happen once at least in my career.
So, Marconi, mate, you can tell us about that 4-0 win. How were you? How was St George?
I think we said it before. It was probably since Rockdale, the first game we've actually come off the field and thought, you know what, today we played really well. Like Rockdale, we drew to all. But I think as a neutral, everybody said, both teams played football. So I think after that St George game, we were like, you know what, Marco yesterday said it at training, we actually deserve that win.
Yeah.
Because recently we've been winning by like 2-1, battling a little bit.
We've been talking about that, saying like, you've been winning not
comfortably.
Aye.
I think against St George, I think apart from that chance that Skataric maybe had that before he got injured, we scored after the first one, and then there was just like kind of.
Did Jesse Spang not miss a sitter? Did the ball not come off the keeper? Open goal and over the
I don't know if that hit him or hit out one of our defenders, but it kind of just rolled along the box. Yeah, maybe that one too.
Goal. I think because that's what we were saying earlier. It was 1-0, and it was a massive chance. And then boys missed that, and then
who's that? Spang? Jesse Spang that missed that?
No idea. Whoever came on for the striker that went off injured.
Jesse Spaggs is not right. He usually comes off the bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But he's looked after that. After he got the second goal, it looked pretty much.
I think
Your third goal was a great goal.
The
ball in the header.
The first thing when we scored, like Millsy, where's his dive come from?
Mate,
I've been waiting to get a dive at Millgate for 4 years.
Mate, and so the ball's out wide in the right, and it's just bent it all the way in, and it's running in, bang header.
Franco Maya cut in on his left, and he's just.
So did that when Millgate delivered the ball?
Millgate hit him in the eye.
Someone celebrated, jumped on him when he scored.
Franco,
That was such a good goal.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, good.
Franco Maya's had a good season so far, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, last year I think he was playing as a left back. Now he's playing right wing.
I thought he was good at St George, but he wasn't like a standout in my opinion anyway. But with you boys,
I think they did well last year with him on the left and that Ferrari.
Yeah.
So that's what they got all their width on. So what was that?
And that's a shite joke.
Fair enough. So no, I thought he was alright last year, but he's definitely, I wouldn't say improved, but like he's taken his game to another level this year. Maybe he's playing out of position. I don't know. He's good on the right there. So good pick up for us.
He loves a shot, doesn't he?
JT. I think he he took a shot from outside the box and JT ripped into him, but it wasn't too far.
Oh, he's done alright.
He just went over the bar. I'm like,
I was just going to say that.
Let him shoot.
I was talking to one of the boys last night at training. Might start noticing this that I've mentioned it. Watch how many times in an NPL game someone tries to score for a halfway line.
Oh no! Did you see that game? Did you see our game?
Yeah.
JT hit two. Popovic come off the bench trying to hit it, and then in the 90th minute, I've gone for it, and it just purely because I was breathing out my ass. I just took a touch and I just seen the game. I just hit it.
You tried against us as well?
Twice as well. One was close. The other one just
was close.
yeah.
But it happens all the
Go
time.
for it. I used to see Penny Nikas do it, so I just try to replicate it, but
all the time.
I
think that like it's I think if keepers are switched on, you know when it's coming.
yeah.
You can see it. You can see it in the way that if it is the touch or when the head drops, you know. So you start dropping very early.
I think,
but a lot of keepers are too high.
Yeah,
like
they try to play as another centre back. Some of them,
man, and it's. I mean, like that's the way it's kind of going in terms of the goalkeeping game. Is they want someone that's going to go in and play, right? Yeah. But the reality is, the priority is still to keep the ball at the
yeah. I don't mind if you can't. Maybe we went for it too much. Like I think we had like 5 attempts from halfway, which is just crazy.
That's taking the piss.
He's off the line. He was off his line, but I think it just got to the point.
That's the thing, because even if it's an empty net, you're almost having to hit it.
You have to hit it with.
You have to hit it enough that it's only bounce once, and it's going to have to bounce very close
so
to
the keeper will get
even
back
doing it as a
in time.
skill without a keeper.
Yeah, it's hard.
You're not going to do it every single time.
Yeah.
So then you've got to keep think about and pressure.
100%.
Have you been done before?
No.
No.
No. Which is surprising because I'm tiny. But nah.
You've not been done for a half hour?
Nah. But I'm still in my head cautious of my line.
It's hard to get lobbed for the bench, isn't it?
Hey, shots fired. It's hard to get lobbed for the bench.
It's true.
When do you play in MacArthur?
This weekend.
They're not bad.
Bills or Rams?
Bills.
I'm saying Bulls aren't too bad.
I want you to play Rams again.
Playing against your man, I won't be too. Weeks and weeks.
I thought it was a pre-season game.
Nah, it was just a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Right, anyway, move on. Shock result of the weekend. Hills beat St George City 2-0. There's a red card, 10 men, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. 10 men.
10 men.
Penalty. Did you see it actually? The red card, the sending off.
It's hard to see, man. That's what I was going to ask actually. I don't know. Was it not a double jeopardy?
But I think it's only if you tackle.
Like so you got sent off in
penalty box.
Give away a penalty.
You can't get double punishment, can you?
No, but I think it's only if you go for a tackle to win the ball. So I think that like if you go in and you like.
So what he did he pull his shirt? If it's non-football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
football, just a tennis racket or something.
Yeah. I'll give him a hand pass.
But I think it's if it's not an attempt to win the ball, you can still get a red card if you're last man.
Right, okay, because when I was watching that I was confused, but I thought I'm obviously missing something.
I thought it was soft as well.
I didn't watch that game.
It was hard to see because you're obviously far away, but it just looked like it's almost just like bounced off each other. It wasn't like an aggressive shove or he's trying to shoulder.
Yeah.
It just looked like their bodies have like.
There is a lot of red cards. I think it's.
They dish them out. There's
too many red cards. We mentioned it last week as well, but I think it's talking about again. Go back to from their own experience. 5 red cards. So, like only maybe 1. Potentially 2 red cards.
Yeah.
They're so soft, and not just us. I know every team you speak to will say, naturally that wasn't a red card. Obviously some are, but some are so soft, man.
Aye, so there was 1-2 in NPL one this weekend, eh?
2 Sydney FC, St George and who else?
In Sutherland. Vekic got sent.
Oh, so he did, that's right.
When did Macca? He got sent off the week before.
That was his Olympic last year. A week and a half ago.
Vekic got sent off too. That's right.
So who was that? That was
St George Hills.
Olympic Blacktown. That's a cracking game.
No.
By the way, what about the keeper? Noah James in goals.
Did you see him?
Was the Olympic keeper?
Did Lou Howler, did he?
No, mate, unbelievable.
He was good.
Unbelievable.
So good.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see the game. I saw what was the score in the end? It was
3-3.
He has to be in team of the week.
Yeah, save after save, man. He was brilliant.
Oh, the Wanderers keeper was good, but I thought conceding 6 goals.
But I think that Noah James' saves were bigger saves from a goalkeeper point of view.
Saving the first half was a belter. Bottom corner reaction save. He made 3 or 4 crackers, but
it was a joke.
If it wasn't for that, Blacktown won that game comfortably.
Yeah, very comfortably.
Parkhouse scored again. Loves a goal.
He love a goal, yeah.
But then
He's
back to
an assist.
He's a good player.
That's
Derby's a
equalised in the 94th minute, man.
I know. 84th, I think he scored the second goal.
86, it was 86 and 94th, aye.
It was another draw for Olympic at home. They've not been brilliant at home.
No, they've not been brilliant, full stop, really.
That's true, aye. But Blacktown City, well, the Blacktown City, I think, Chaz, how many points?
They are 6th.
And how many points?
Wait a minute, 25, 22.
Oh mate, you're like Rain Man. Unbelievable.
Go to the casino.
Unbelievable. Right, so then Rockdale. Need to mention Yarosevsky broke 132nd goal for Rockdale.
That's incredible.
Goal scoring record.
132nd
goal this season.
I believe you.
Record breaker for his club, so fair play, that's brilliant.
Hat-trick in the first half too.
I liked the third goal, to be fair. Keeper made a bit of an arse of it, but he
to finish it, yeah.
But you know what right with the keeper was? See when the ball went by him, he never looked like he was in a rush to get back.
He just accepted it. He goes, just score, man.
But it was a good result for Rockdale. They said 10 men, didn't they? They got 10. Oh, you're also did they get sent off as well?
Oh aye, I've written it here as well.
4 red cards.
Who was sent off?
Constable. It's 2
Did
yellows. It was 2 yellows, I think. No, so I don't know. I only showed you 1 yellow.
Showed you the second.
Oh, I didn't show the second. Okay. I didn't know that.
So I think scored obviously in the first half.
No,
well.
and then.
But it didn't look again. Highlights. I think Lockie Scott hit the bar maybe. Close to the end. 5 minutes to go.
Can't remember much.
But good result for Rockdale. Rockdale obviously going to be in the mix. Still up there.
Yeah.
Only 2 losses this year. Plenty of goals. And then Central Coast. Good game there. 5 goals.
Yeah.
3-2 off.
Smythe scored what? 2?
2.
He scored
And
2.
missed a pen.
Missed a pen.
And he missed a pen too. I didn't see that.
Ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins.
You wrote here Bekic. Question, what do you reckon?
I think that from where he gave away the foul, he's miles outside his box and there's 2 defenders recovering.
Yeah.
And he's giving it last man. The ball's miles away from the striker. He's proper knocked it by him. But the defenders are getting back in it. They go well before he gets to the ball.
It's not really last man, then, is it?
Nah, I didn't think so. That's why I said it was questionable.
Hard place to play at Plume Park.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nasty.
But Central Coast needed it.
They needed a win.
I wouldn't have minded them dropping points. It's tight, to be fair, that bottom of it, because what's that, between 10th and 16th, 6 points.
Yeah.
So you win 2 games and you're sitting mid-table.
You lose 2 and you should.
I think it's down, man.
man.
Struggle street. Well, we've got Spirit's got a tough run. We've got Blacktown City, Wolves, and then Apia.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Right. 9 points for the boys. Right. NPL 2, Chico.
NPL 2.
It's your domain.
I know a wee bit about this. They've been lost 1-0 at home at Bankstown City. Chris Payne scoring the only goal of the game. They've been struggling, I think that
They're bottom, eh?
yeah, they're bottom. They've only won one side against us.
They just got promoted, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Do you know anyone for the NPL 2 boys?
Yeah, I know a couple.
Yeah, who do you know?
I won't name him, but no. I said it. I mentioned it before. I thought the Bulls. I've seen the Bulls play a couple of times. I've got a mate that plays there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought they're going to win against Bono, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat Boyd last night or Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. So
yeah,
I think you get there eventually. But yeah.
Sorry, I just forgot. St George played Sydney FC last night.
St George won 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Is that a catch up or
catch up game? But it looked like a comfortable.
I didn't see the
I just
highlights.
watched the highlights of it as well. But
How was the Sydney FC keeper?
who was the keeper?
How was he?
I don't know.
just saw the highlights?
You saw the highlights?
Didn't make any saves?
It didn't look like a great game. Again, you only seen highlights. You've got 3.5 minutes of highlights. You're only judging on that. It didn't look like a brilliant game. First half seemed like nothing really happened.
Yeah.
St George scored the last 2 goals, 70th minute and then 94th or something like that.
I saw that. But the Payne had a goal disallowed as well in that game. Don't know what for, but would have made it a bit more interesting. Rydalmere lost 3-0. Obviously they sacked their coach last week, Rydalmere.
Oh, did they?
So Abbas Sad took over.
I was sad. He's had a few clubs, didn't he? He was at Central Coast. There was who else was he at?
I
think
think he was definitely at the Mariners.
He was at the Mariners.
He was interim for the. He was the A-League interim at one point as well. He's done a couple of games.
You just can keep
was he at Bono a couple of years ago?
I think it was Bono.
I think he was.
I think anyway. He left quite early in the season.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was at the year when he got promoted to NPL 2.
Yeah.
I think he started the season and then he left.
Because he's good mates with Flea actually. So I think he met. I remember where he coached last year, but I think he was at Bonnyrigg and then he was at Mariners for sure.
It was. I think he left Bonnyrigg halfway through, and then he went to Central Coast the next season, the following season.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he's, what did you say he's at?
Reading. Yeah.
Reading. There you go.
So but they lost 3-0 to Bulls, didn't get the wee new coach bounce. Berry's picked up 3 points.
Sorry, I thought that was his name. The new coach Bounce. See Stevie Bounce.
Berry's picked up 3 points, beat Dunbar 1-0. Mount Druitt picked up another 3 points away at Spartans.
Mount Druitt are going up.
At Mount Druitt, they obviously I've not been biased. I've just been told that Spartans were unlucky not to get something for the game.
Oh yeah.
Mount Druitt got a player sent off in the first half.
Mount Druitt did?
Yeah, let's try.
Were they at home? Were they at home?
No, they were playing at Spartans.
Oh, where result?
But Mount Druitt they're quite experienced in terms of if they go up, they can defend.
Yeah.
They're going to be. I don't want to say grubby, but I mean like
No,
tough.
they're
100%.
They know
stuffy team to
do.
play against.
They've always been like that.
We won 3. Hakoah. We beat Hakoah, so Hakoah.
That's a brilliant result, that.
Yeah, it was a decent
You
result.
played that game, yeah? Aye.
Beat them 2-0. Kevin Lopez and Keegan Buck, the coach by the way, made a substitution, and I reckon 30 seconds later, the first person scored, and about 2 minutes later, the second person they brought on at the same time scored. But I so 2-0, good result.
You know, we told his missus, didn't he?
What? 100%. 100%. MacArthur Rams, Tigers lost again to Rams.
Well, they're like, how's your NPL 2 knowledge?
Oh, Tigers are 5th.
Oh, mate. You're doing well, you're redeeming yourself. You're doing very well.
Yes.
Unless you've just been looking at a screen.
Studying it, yeah.
Make it bigger. All goals came in the first half in that game, but as I just showed here, Tigers put the run of form continues. And a line came from a goal
Sorry,
down.
Tigers are now 9 points off top 2.
Yeah, they were sitting second for a period.
They're going to struggle.
And a line came from a goal down to beat Dully 3-1. And Bonnyrigg beat SD Raiders 3-1.
Bonnyrigg have won a couple. There's still it's only top 2. There's no playoffs in
There's no playoffs, it's top 2.
It's
Automatic? No, one
and then second
playoff.
plays, yeah.
Because right now, I mean, Mount Druitt are already
6 points clear, I
they
think.
probably need to 3 points clear.
Oh, Bulls? I got something wrong.
Hakoah have got a game in hand, so they're third.
Yeah.
They're 6 points off Bulls, who are second. They've got a game in hand, so let's just say they win the game in hand, considering they've only lost 1 game all season.
Yeah.
So that puts Mount Druitt and Bulls 6 points between them, and then it's Banks are on 20. So 11 points.
There's a gap.
It's starting that gap starting to me. That's quite early bells, isn't it?
But you look at Mount Druitt have played 12, won 10,
Just
lost 1, drawn 1.
Yeah.
So it's almost perfect. Like if they keep that form up, then
They'll go up for
they'll
sure.
go up, man.
Aye, well, there you go. NPL 3, any NPL 3 players?
No.
It's gone back.
Come on, bro.
Tommy scored. Todorowski scored.
They both scored.
Brilliant.
Tommy scored 2.
Brilliant, the boys.
But they beat South Coast Flames 5-3.
I know about that.
I know Tarek, Elrich.
There you go.
That's it.
I backed them to win that game.
As a prospect, beat Fraser Park 4-1. They were 3-0 up in 15 minutes. Central Coast United lost 2-0 at home to Hawkesbury, which is quite a surprise.
Okay.
Gladesville.
There's no league table for this, unfortunately, so you can say anything you want in the league.
Brilliant.
Make it up.
No, that league's close, man. Jets are top.
Why is there a game missing?
There's only 7, there's only 15 teams. So
it's a bye?
It's a bye, aye.
Why is that?
Don't know.
One team dropped out or something?
I think so. You mind there was that team that miles away? Like
No, that was like 4 years ago.
Aye, so the MPL, that league's always had.
Western New South Wales Mariners.
Aye, I think that's what they're called. So they dropped out and there's no one went in to fill it, so there's a bye each round.
Get a week off.
I didn't even know that.
They've been doing this for every week it's the
I
same.
actually did know that because I remember Connor saying that they had a week off.
Aye, you get a bye.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. What else is happening in that league?
Hawkesbury's 2-0. Inner West Hawks and Newcastle Jets drew 1 each. Big game.
And Jets are top, aren't they?
Jets are top, Bankstown United are second, and then I think it's Inner West Hawks, Mounties and South Coast Flame are all tied third.
Oh yeah?
So I think it's like 26, 25, 22 points wise, but there's 3 on 22.
Who's bottom? What happens if you bottom MPL 3 nothing?
Let's kick back.
Yeah, just relax, man. Gladesville Red Magic.
Bottom NPL 3, man.
Hurstville beat Parramatta 3-1, 4th straight win for them, and Bankstown United beat Sydney Uni 3-0, and that's their
Sydney
fourth.
Uni must be close to the bottom.
Yeah, I think they're second bottom. Above Glasgow Magic. And then obviously, I said another shock, South Coast Flames lost 5-3 to Granville Rage. Granville Rage were 5-1 up, man.
Well done, Tomic 2, Todorowski 1.
Todorowski 1.
Love it, on the boys. Right, give us the top scorer updates. How are you going for goals actually? How many goals you scored? 2?
1-3. Come on.
You scored at the weekend, didn't you?
Scored on the weekend, yeah.
Scored the weekend. Euros get 13 goals on top of NPL 1.
Oh, we had tried us on top. Fair play, what a weekend to go top.
Andre Martins is still top in our league, 11 goals, and in the league below, Takuma Hirano in our West get 15, and Michael Tchaikovsky and Mitch Cross have both got 14.
Wow.
Right, so Hirano's top scorer in the NPL at the moment, 15 goals. I mean, Euro's starting to get a wee bit of form now.
Yeah.
He's picking up. Andre Martins, what you said, he's really good, eh?
Oh, he's very good.
Right.
I'll be surprised if someone doesn't try and take him. And obviously the windows doesn't give you a lot in the second half, but if it's not the window, next year someone will take him.
Where's he from? Who's this guy's piece from?
He's Portuguese, I found out. Aye, he's Portuguese.
He speaks no English, you said?
Aye. So I was trying to have a laugh when we got a penalty, and I was trying to take the piss out of him, and he was just staring at me, man.
You know how to score goals, that's it. He can't speak English.
Nah, he's good.
Okay, right. Oh, we just need to say, usual, BN Sports.
Yes, BN Sports.
BN Sports, thanks for the support as always. And also, False Line Threads, I haven't mentioned it enough, but they give a... What was the discount? 10%?
10%.
20%?
I think it might be 20, but I don't want to say 20 in case it's wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's 20% deposit. 20% discount on all False Line Threads here. So, we're in. It's just they've been good to us. We don't get anything from it, but help them out. They're good gear, nice t-shirts. A few boys have bought them already.
What's the code?
I think it's FNT, False 9 Threads, CF. I'll just read it out in a second.
CFS.
I think that's it, mate, aye.
It's made it up.
It's made up. Put that
That knowledge is wonderful to me, by the way.
Well, there's a number after it as well. Mac, here we go, I'll get it. Jenna, good t-shirts. As I said, a few boys have bought them already. Got Zidane, Henry, Drogba, best of gear. Henrik Larsson. There you go. So the code is CFSFNT. Is 20% off orders to all listeners of Champion Football. That applies at checkout. Done and dusted. There you go. So you fancy it. Okay, cool.
Domenic Costanzo.
How are you?
Let's talk about you, mate. Let's talk about you. So originally you're from Adelaide.
Yeah.
Played all your youth football there.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us where it started, how it was.
Well, actually, I was born in Sydney.
Alright,
because
okay.
Dad played for Marconi.
Yeah.
So that was in 2000.
Oh, that's how you got signed.
Yeah, exactly right.
Unbelievable.
I was getting there. Let me get there. So Dad played here. So that's when I was born. Moved back when the NSL folded.
So how old were you when you moved back to Adelaide?
Probably about 3 or 4. So not really. Didn't really grow up. Was just born here really. Dad went back, played Valley United. And no, I hated it. I hated football when I was apparently, yeah. Mum said everybody said I used to go. I used to play for like an amateur team in Adelaide with all like my cousins, like family friends. We all played together, and they reckon that when they used to play, I used to just pull out swords and shit from my shorts, like Batman mask, and just start running around the field with a Batman mask, and I just didn't rate it at all. No, everyone used to say, you know who your dad is? Your dad played for the Socceroos. I said, I don't care, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then it wasn't until Dad signed for Newcastle that like we all moved with him, obviously, and I had nothing, like no friends, no new school, everything was new, and that's when I kind of like, oh shit, probably gonna have to start playing.
Do something.
So I started playing properly, and actually I mentioned like Tarek was a big help. Because he used to pick me up from school, he used to look after me. So that's how I kind of got into football, through just living in Newcastle. Tarek helped, and then I'm like, I'll go watch Dad play. He didn't play a lot because he was getting on a bit, but I think I got the back end of his career, and that was it. And then after that year, moved back to Adelaide, and that's when I started taking it a bit more serious. Yeah.
So how old were you when you started taking it serious?
About 17. No. Nah, probably about 12 maybe?
Yeah.
11? No, yeah, about 10 or 11 I reckon, because I think I was about 8 when we moved to Newcastle, and then by the time we got back and that's when, I started taking it a bit more serious, and then I went through all the state programs. So like in Sydney, I think you'd have like Sydney FC under 12s, 13s, 14s.
Yeah.
In Adelaide, there's not that. It's called NTC, Skillaroos. So it's the equivalent to Adelaide United, just without the name.
Yeah.
So I did all that up until under 18s, and then I went back and played NPL for a team called Croydon Kings, and then I signed for Adelaide United in the youth team.
Yeah.
They bombed me, went back to Croydon, and then after that season I did pretty well. Won Young Player of the Year in the NPL 1, and I signed for Adelaide United on a scholarship.
Yeah.
Didn't play, and then after that I went for a few trials in Italy. I would have been about 18 years old.
Oh, nice. Whereabouts?
I went to Pescara, but I kind of got there and they're like, "Who are you?" I'm like, shit.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what was that?
What do you mean? They said, who are you?
Well, it was like set up to go to trial, and then when I got there, they're like...
So I take it this wasn't organised by you?
No, not me personally, like someone apparently organised it.
Yeah.
And then when I got there, it wasn't set up properly. And
so now you hear people offer like, we'll get you an opportunity to this or to that, right? So you pay them whatever, they say you're going to go and trial at these clubs, but often it's not actually a trial as such.
Oh, well, the thing is, I had a few opportunities when I was younger to go overseas. And my dad plays a big part, I think, in my career, because he's been there, done that. So 9 times out of 10, what he has to say is usually right.
Yeah.
So I think he said, you know what, set up, like everything was set up properly, got the email, it was all, like we spoke to the director, like it was legit. Yeah, set up perfect for me to go. Pescara in the Serie C, which is like 3rd division Italy. So they were going to have me for 2 weeks to trial, and I thought, it's good level. I went, and then when I got there, they're like, nah, we don't know.
Even the director said that?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
What, did you pull out the email though and just say, look mate, that was you?
Yeah, well they're like, no parla inglese.
What do you mean, mate?
I can't speak English. Nah. And then they said, train with the Primavera, which is like the youth team. And over there, there's a cut-off. I was like 19 at the time.
Under 13s?
Yeah.
Wrapping it up?
Nearly. It was nearly like that. I'm like, fuck, I can't stay here.
Yeah.
And then one day, because I was staying at the hotel, that like, the owner owned a hotel, so I was staying there. And then one day they come in, they're like, this is not your room anymore, man, you're out of here.
What?
I'm like, what? And then so the guy that was looking after me in Italy goes, don't worry, I've got another team for you to train at. It's in Naples. And I'm thinking, fuck, this could be anything. I'm like, fuck, I'm in Italy, I might as well go. And it was like a picture like Brazil in the favelas. Like this picture was like different shades of artificial grass. It was in like a cage. I'm like, what am I doing? And then after maybe a month or something, I'm like, nah, get me back to Australia. And I couldn't go back to Adelaide because COVID was kind of still about.
So hold on, were you in Italy during COVID?
Not, it was kind of the end of it, but the restrictions with travel and that was still a bit like in the air. Like it was a bit, probably not, looking back, probably not the best time to go, but fuck, I thought, why not?
Talk me through actually you arriving at this training grounds and stuff. Who says to you, like, where's the first person?
So I got picked up by a guy at the train station. It took me.
And who's this guy? This guy works for the club?
Works for the club. He's
So
a
he works for the
driver.
club, so this guy's turned up to work one day. Right, Johnny boy, I'm going to just head off. Gaffer's that okay? I just need to go pick up that player. Is the guy not says, what player?
I don't know. I get there, he didn't speak a whole lot of English, and my Italian's not the best. And somehow I gave it that he's like, I'm taking you back to the training ground, blah, blah, blah. Took me there. Oh no, took me to the hotel, and then, but the training, so where the youth teams stay at this hotel, so they would get a bus, go to training. So I got on with the youth team to go to training, and then they're like, nah mate, like, who are you? I'm like, I'm the Australian player. Like I said in Italian, like I'm the player from Australia, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm here to train. I got I can't remember the guy's name, but like the director, the guy in Italy looking after me. And they're like, and it was not like, who are you? But they're like, okay, yeah. Train with the Primavera. And I'm like, I can't even play for them. He goes, no, train with them, and then you can train with us next week. And I'm like, what's fucking going on? And then
when you trained, but how did you train?
I thought I was training with kids.
Yeah, okay. So how did you train?
Not very good. Nah, I thought I did alright, but it didn't matter.
It was a no-go from the start.
Yeah, it was a no. Yeah, and I was ringing Dad and fucking ringing who was looking after
me. And he's
me.
like, who are you?
Yeah, he blocked my number. Nah, it was just a disaster from the start. And then I'm like, get me back to Australia. And I couldn't go back to Adelaide. So my sister lives in Sydney. So I'm like, I haven't seen my sister and her family for a bit. I'll go back to Sydney, stay there for a bit. And while I was here, I'm like, I'll train with, I think Sydney United. Somehow I worked out I could train with Sydney United. So I went and trained with them. And this was right like a couple of weeks before the Christmas break. So then the coach at the time was like, we rate you. If you choose that you want to play NPL in Sydney, we'll take you. I'm like, I appreciate that. Like, we'll keep in touch. And then once they come back, I was trying to organise like what I was going to do, and they wouldn't take me. Apparently, they didn't rate me. So, and then Marconi found out that I was in Sydney, and like you said, I played for them because of my dad. So they found out that I was in Sydney, so they brought me out to train, and then that was it.
That's you, Marconi. That good restory. That nice. That's mental. That.
It happens because you hear people say, you hear kids say it like, this happened, that happened, and you don't believe them. And then when it happens to you,
it's just confidence-wise, it's just no nice, is it?
Yeah, nah.
It's not a way to treat people. Like, how hard is it for them to even just pretend? How hard is it for them for that one session to go, fuck all about this, right? Just come amaze me and then pie you off after it, like quietly. You just came from a different country.
I still can't sleep at night. No. I'm over that. That was a long time ago. That's alright.
So. Question, obviously, when you were saying that the youth setup in Adelaide was Adelaide United, but not called Adelaide United.
Yeah, the Skillaroos.
Skillaroos was called, yeah.
Decent.
So, did you have was there one Skillaroos team that played against other teams, or
Well, we played in like the NPL, so it was started I think under 13s.
Yeah.
So you just playing.
So your team is called the Skillaroos.
Come
on, the Skillaroos!
Yeah, it was. It was not much of a club culture, was it? You kind of just you went to training and trained, played. That's it. It wasn't like when you go back to NPL. There's a bit more feel about it, a bit more buzz, culture. It was nothing. You know what I mean? So just instead of being called Adelaide United, it was just called Skillaroos. Yeah, and then it gets to a point and it's called NTC.
What's it called?
NTC.
Okay.
So that was the under 18s.
What does that stand for?
National Training Centre, I think. That's a good guess. Sounds about right.
Sounds good.
But then that's when at the end of the year you do Coffs Harbour, AIS Challenge. That's when you verse all the other.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when. So then New South Wales will have club players from Western Sydney, Sydney FC, and that's when they bring all their players in. But we're just one team, the whole. You know what I mean? The whole way through. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So there's no selection process as such.
No.
And in terms of the standard of football and that, I don't know if you've seen much in terms of youth football in Sydney, but do you think it was the standard in Adelaide is as good, not as good? Obviously, you've got less players to pick from, but
I've seen a bit because my nephew plays juniors at Marconi, so
of course he does.
Yeah,
his uncle looks after him.
another political. So I've seen a bit. I think the level's good. Obviously, I think there's more kids to choose from in Sydney and New South Wales, so you're always going to have a lot more to choose from, pick the better players.
Yeah.
I think in Adelaide, especially in my teams, they took the best player from, at that age, took the best player from each team and then
put them
together.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's one way of doing it, but it's not always the best way to get results. You see it at NPL level.
Yeah,
spend the most money, buy the best players, and sometimes it works, but most cases it doesn't. So
mate, it's definitely not a surefire way for success.
Nah.
Football ambition? Is that what you've got to next?
Yeah. What's your plan?
Back to Italy? Try and crack under 14s?
Nah, maybe somewhere else. Obviously still, I'm getting a little bit older now, but
how old are you?
22.
Nah, still young enough, man.
Fucking hell, still young.
Yeah, I've still got ambition to play at the highest level as possible, whether that be in the A-League or somewhere overseas. I think at the moment, all I can do is play in the NPL.
That's all you can do, mate.
All you can do is perform in this level.
100%.
I know a lot of players say, yeah, we want to play in the A-League, I want to play overseas, and you don't perform in this NPL level. So I think that's the main thing.
I'm a big believer in any job. Like a lot of people do, always think about what the future. Like they're never happy where they are.
Yeah.
And they forget where they came from. They're not happy where they are, and because they're so focused on where they want to get to, they don't actually perform like you
where
say
they
where
are.
they are.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you're good enough at any job in the world, you're going to, word will spread. People will find you.
Yeah.
If you become, like, if you finish this season and you've not had a good season at Marconi, why would?
Yeah, exactly right.
Like, you haven't earned it at the end of the day.
Oh, that's why I know I got sent off. I missed a couple games, blah blah blah. But I think knowing, not pumping myself up or blowing smoke up my ass or anything, but
you're about to do it.
Yeah, but I'm going to now. I know what I'm capable of. The last couple of years I've performed at a certain level. I don't think maybe on the weekend I did well. I think I'm slowly building back into it. I know what I'm capable of and the stats and the numbers that I can hit. So I think as long as I perform, like I said, at this level, that's the only way something will come up.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. You can only perform in the league you're in. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
No, I've only seen a few times, mate, but I think you're definitely one of the names that spring to mind when I think of NPL 1 players who are a good standard. So good luck to you, mate. And hopefully you can get back to Italy and
out of the under 14.
That's mental. That stuff just makes me sad. I just feel so sorry.
Well, you see, it happens all the time.
I mean, I understand going there, not getting picked, not good enough, blah blah blah. But I don't like the fact you've been sent over there with the problem. I just think of people like on the flight and the way there, buzzing.
Buzzing.
I mean, I hate that. I think it's like you're just ruining people. It's a mental health thing. I hate that.
I think that a lot of, not a lot of, that's unfair. I think that often people don't think about that side of it. People don't think of the individual.
I'm going there and I'm staying.
You're telling your mates, you're telling your family, your mum and dad are going to miss you, you're going all the way over there.
How many kids do these clubs see though? Probably have trialers every week. And for them it's just another player, but
that's fine, but
for the individual, it's a bit different.
If you know if you're over there and going for a trial and you know the expectation, I'm going to go over there and to prove I'm good enough, but not even. Who are you, mate?
You're not given the opportunity.
Even if you went even if you went to the local community hall for a random meeting and someone's like, who are you? You're like, oh, who
okay, give me out.
Someone flying to Italy for a trial. Like, nobody likes to be just disregarded. Like, I think that's very, very poor, mate. So
we'll forget about that.
Well, I want to remind you a few times. So. Big moments in your career so far, mate. What's been the big moments, highlights?
Not much, to be fair. Probably signing Valley United when I was 17.
Do you know what? Actually, sorry, I'm going to go back and ask you about stuff like that. So when you went in on the scholarship, how was it? Like, how was the environment? Like, did you feel you were close to playing games? Like,
yes and no. I think, like we said before, Sydney, the New South Wales NPL's a better standard.
Yeah.
I was playing in Adelaide. I had to perform as much as I could at that level. So in NPL Adelaide, I think maybe a level up, not a level above, but probably a standout player.
Yeah,
especially that year, I think I ended the season with 14, and they took me with like 6 games to go. So I signed a scholarship, and I was training full time. A-League environment. At the start, everything was a lot quicker. Physically wasn't there. Everything was quicker. And I think just the players that signed in my position, I was just not going to... Like, I was playing... I'm a left winger, and the left winger playing ahead of me was Craig Goodwin.
Right.
So you look now, he's probably the best player the Socceroos have, you know what I mean? He's been performing. So when you look back on that, they signed Tommy Urich a couple of weeks after they signed me. So just in that position, it was up front, it was just stacked. So no matter how well I was doing at training, the feedback was always positive from the coach, but at the end of the day, he's got a job to do as well.
Yeah, he needs to win games.
I got no hard feelings against it. I just
wasn't to be at that point.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
What's I haven't really spoke to you about Marconi. Have you enjoyed Marconi this season anyway? How's things going?
Yeah, well, from when I first went there to now, the team's changed a lot.
As in like new players, you mean?
A lot of new players, younger players. They've gone for a bit more younger. When I first went, I was the youngest, and now when we do like River, like 3 teams, youngest, middle, I'm nearly in the older group. Wow. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the middle.
Have you got quite a young squad?
We got a young squad. We do have we got Marco Milgate, still a few older boys. Yeah. You still need that experience, but I think Yeah, so I think from Millgate it'd be like Daniel Bowman or maybe JT, maybe Yuli. That like maybe around 26. So there's a bit of a gap between the ages. But then we got a few younger boys from the Mariners youth team, a few youth teams. So I think as a group we all get along. We say it like when you're winning, everything
it's easier.
It's the best, huh? And then once you start losing, a few bad results. You think, in the change room we're so close, but then it doesn't co-align on the field, and you just get frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we all know, like I said, in the change room, like off the field, we all get along. It's it's a good group.
It's important, very important.
Very important. We've got a good group of boys. So I think now we're starting to do it on the field as well. So I enjoy it. I think we've got the team to win it. I know everyone's saying we want to win the comp, but I think it's set up for us to win it. It's just up to us. You know what I mean? I think that's with every team. So I think we're confident.
It looks competitive.
It does.
Obviously, it's competitive every year, but I think that's because we're doing this podcast, I'm looking at it more closely. But it looks. I can't really. No one to me is really standing out. Wonders were until that weekend, which again that threw me off.
Yeah.
But take Wonders out of the equation, out of Appiah, Rockdale, you boys, Blacktown City, and Sydney United, you can't knock them off out. Nobody's really. Well, to be fair, right now, Sydney United, I'd say Rockdale look probably to me the most consistent. Although Marconi, if you play like you did against St George and you start having a bit of form, can't write them off either.
Yeah, because that's what we say every week is that you don't look like you have been playing particularly well.
Oh, you've not scored a lot of late goals. You
just getting results.
That's all that matters, man.
If you now get to a point where everything clicks and you do start playing well, then who knows, man.
Well, that's what we've been saying. We're like, you can take it both ways. Like we're playing average, but we're still getting results.
That's all.
Imagine we start fucking playing good football.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I know, no disrespect against to St George, but you got to beat what's in front of you. Yeah. And other times we versus lower teams down the bottom of the table and we struggle. Yeah. So I think I think that maybe that it's a bit of a mental thing that it doesn't matter who you're versing, just fucking play, man. Like play football.
Enjoy yourself, man.
Enjoy yourself, and it should.
Take care. What's your thoughts on the whole B League? Would you consider that as an option?
Yeah, I think I would. I don't. Someone actually asked me, "Is that why you come back to Marconi?" I said, "Not really, because I don't. Because when it got announced, we haven't really heard.
No, we don't know about it. No.
Yeah. People ask me, "Do you think it will happen?" I said, "I don't think it will." Because how can you announce something and then not hear boo for it in like
the week
months?
Before, surprise.
Because that's what they said they were going to. The program was meant to start this year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how's that going to work? We don't even know the
that's
team.
That's what we were talking about with you last week, eh? Like it can't start next year.
You don't know the concept if you're going to have two like a Marconi team in the NPL or just in the bigger league, and you scrap Marconi from, I don't know. As players, we're meant to be playing in the thing, and we got no idea how it's working.
I still think there's a chance. This is just my thought. I think it could still go ahead next year. Only because we don't know, and I know it sounds daft, we don't know anything, right? But that doesn't mean nothing's happening, because like stuff could be happening behind the scenes, and it might only be a case of realistically clubs will say we don't know what's happening, but see if you go, okay, this is who's in it, here's the fixtures, everything else is already sort of ironed out. The clubs are in it, like Marconi's in it, Appiah's in it, Olympics in it.
But then my question then becomes what Dom said in terms of teams, right? So if you're going to have a team in the B League and a team in there, you're going to need to have more players. You're going to need to
squad. Just have a squad of 24 players or 22 players.
You can't just have 11 and 11, then you get 4 injuries, you're done, you get 2 teams to field.
How do you mean? No, I mean as in like the B League team is, that's what I'm saying, so the B League team is like effectively the first team, and just the Wonders not there just now, Wonders and Sydney FC.
Yeah, that's how you think about it that way too.
But then, but they'll have more players.
Marconi got a 16s, Marconi got a 15s.
No, but because the 20s, a lot of the 20s boys will be training with the first grade, etc. Right? So say they've got a first team squad of 26 players. Right. Just say for numbers, right?
So they have 26?
I reckon so, about that.
Okay.
In terms of including the boys
in the B League, you'd have to have a bigger squad.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. So you have a big squad, you recruit for a bigger squad. That's your first.
And then whoever doesn't play plays NPL.
Plays NPL, and then you have a backlog for 18s filling that space.
But that's what I mean in terms of just for fielding the teams. That squad might have to grow by say 6 players, 8 players.
I know that. Is that? There's plenty of fitter players.
I know, but it's finding players that first of all want to be involved. Players again,
Some might not
wages,
want it,
like
yeah.
everything.
I think you'll get a ton of players want to play B League. A ton of players want to play B League.
Yeah, but then you got to get the ones that you got a few older boys that aren't going to do it.
No,
because
but they stay in the NPL.
But that's the concept we're saying. But if they say, you know what, no, take Marconi out of the NPL.
I don't think they will though. I don't think they can.
What happens? You know what I mean? What happens? You have to tell these players you have to go find another club.
I don't think that would
can't
work. That could only happen, in my opinion, if there was only.
I don't think it could either. But you know.
But I think there's just maybe it's something long term that gets phased out. But initially, if you took out 18 or 16, is it Olympic, Apia,
60,
Marconi,
5 teams, Sydney United.
I think 5 teams, and Wolves. You take them out. That's. I don't know, it's a large chunk at 30%, and you couldn't bring up 5 teams for NPL 2 because it dilutes the league too much. So, and saying that though, I mean, the debate would then be would a 20s Marconi, Wolves, blah blah blah, be less of an opposition than 5 teams from NPL 2?
Yeah. And then it also becomes that if the NPL 2 teams go up, they potentially have to train an extra night to try and be in with them, and then
and
have
some
to
players
pay
drop
more.
down a level so they train less.
Yeah,
so.
and then you need to pay them more money if they're getting an extra night's training. And I just think it's far too messy to start next year. I think there's too many things that need to change.
Well, when the season starts, say the season starts in April.
Well, would it start in line with the A-League? Because the A-League starts in
I want to assume it
October.
would.
Well, then if you go by the concept that you're going to have a big squad so that whoever doesn't play B League plays NPL, you'd have to co-align with the NPL.
That's true.
But then if you look at it as a
That starts in
national,
February.
national competition, it would probably need to run alongside the A-League.
Yeah, we think it'd have to, yeah.
I think it's interesting, man. I'm interested to
We
find those
need to
things.
call someone going to tell us.
Yeah, but we tried to.
interesting because it's like, nobody knows it.
We tried to get somebody on who knows quite a lot about it, and they wanted to be fair to them. They wanted to come on. They were going to. They said they were limited in what they could say, but they'd give us a bit more guidance. But it was almost to the point where they were so restricted it was pointless.
Yeah.
So, which is fair as well, because again,
they can't tell.
There's no point in them announcing something.
I think they announced the other day that there's a name, so I don't think it's going to be called
The championship, Australian Championship,
Australian Championship. It's like
Championship.
Yeah.
I mean, people. That's the thing.
Got the name
right?
That's the start.
But
We just know who's playing.
see, when that got announced, there was like negative comments on the name.
Because who cares? I think it's not a bad name.
I think it's
People
a
say,
good
it's an absolute joke trying to copy the Premier League. I'm like, who gives a fuck what the league's called, man?
Yeah.
Call it the Barbecue League. Who cares?
It actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No one cares.
Everybody always picks on the things that don't matter.
People want the detail. Players want the detail, like how often am I training? Are we getting paid? When will we be training? What's the squad looking like? The clubs want to know what happens to the NPL. Fans want to know what happens to NPL.
Do you know what? That's
know.
actually embarrassing. People were saying negative about the name, man. I didn't know that. That's a joke.
It's the internet, mate.
Come on, man.
A couple of people commented.
Oh, there's plenty of people, mate. It's embarrassing, man, but it's just internet.
You don't know if it's going to be morning training, afternoon training, if you can work.
And that makes a
as well.
difference. So for instance, if you what's that? Was that a tunes outside? It's like banging, man.
Turn it up.
It's a championship announcement. If you're a player who plays, say you work full time and you're playing night time, just say Marconi, you've got a full time job and you're going, I can go to train at 7 o'clock at night or 7:30. But you go, I can't play B League. You're laughing at
That music.
Still going.
You laugh and you go, I can't play B League because it clashes with work. But if they turn around and say, do you know what, we're going to train mornings, 7 a.m. till 8:30, and you can still go to work. That wouldn't work for every day. But Olympic, I know Sydney Olympic, they train on a Wednesday morning, and it works for.
Do they?
Aye, they train. Aye, they train on mornings. One night a week, 1 day a week.
Yeah.
So I think if I'm right, they said they train like 7 a.m. till 8:30, then about 8 o'clock-ish, a couple of boys have to leave.
To go to work.
But everyone else stays, and so it's no bad numbers. I mean, it's not ideal, but they do it.
Yeah, okay.
But so obviously can work. So if like the money makes sense and you can make an arrangement with your work, it might. Again, it's never. There's always going to be somebody unhappy.
Maybe it's not working for them. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
That's true.
That's very true. But there's always going to be somebody unhappy, and they're never going to please every decision.
But that's just why I think it can't start next year. It's because so many things like that. It's not just a case of like work might have to then decide all these things.
But is it that many things?
But if it starts in October, October's quite soon.
Yeah. It's not going to start in October.
If it runs alongside the A-League.
It has to. End of October, or mid.
It's not going to start in October.
But
no way.
If it's going to start.
But that's
you know what's going to happen? They'll be like, you know what? We'll get it ready.
And we'll start
do it
the
next year, the following year.
If it's going to start in October, I agree. If it's going to align with
NPL? Maybe, yeah.
I think you go ahead.
A few more months.
For me though, if it aligns with the NPL, it's a bit of a waste of time in terms of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If it's going to be
just NPL.
a national second tier.
It's the first season of it. But what happens this season doesn't mean this is it forever.
But how do you then make it
they provide a plan. They say there's phases. Phase one of the I'm just a complete hypothetical. Phase one of the B League, if it's going to align with NPL, is we need to do this to get the structure right so teams can play in the NPL, people can get used to the system, we can get the players right. There's going to be sticking points. It's going to be a mess to start with. Nothing starts as like, this is brilliant. You fix it as you go, you make iterations, but you get it going, and then you see what's working, what's not working, you patch it up a little bit. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, and then you go phase two is we never line it. I don't know, maybe they change. We don't necessarily, we're all just
phase two, Bennett.
I don't know, man. I think without the information, for instance, that simple question, when does it start?
No, if we don't even know when it's supposed to start.
Yeah.
But I would love to have another league in Australia because the NPL is
a lot of players would, yeah. A lot of people would.
Why not? Why not? There's so many good young players in NPL. So many good young players.
In between.
They're in that no man's land of like, oh, is this as far as I go? Do I go overseas? Do I stay
Some players just need to get. Some coaches need to say, you know what, I'll take you. Give him a shot.
Question though, right? So see if when it starts, let's say when it starts, right? Well, do you think the standard of coaching at clubs will have to get better?
As in like an NPL first grade?
Yeah, as in.
But I mean, it has to get better. Like, how does it?
In terms of potentially new coaches coming in and.
Well, I think it'd be more appealing if you're again depends on the hours. Like if you're a coach and you've got an A licence, a pro licence, and you can't get a job in the A League because it's limited, obviously, and you go, well, do you know what? I want to go and work in a professional environment. The B League's the next selection, but I'll be trained at 2 in the afternoon. Oh,
I don't mean that's unfair. I don't mean coaches get better as in the coaches are shit. I mean more in terms of will they be able to
call the coaches shit? Unbelievable.
Will they be able to put more like time, as you say, be more professional? Because obviously coaches have other jobs and they've got other things they need to do.
Well, you'd like the salary, the compensation.
That's what I mean.
Because some people might be in a situation where they go, do you know what? Because how many coaches want to be like genuinely want to be coaches? Not everyone.
Or just doing it on the side. Yeah.
Some coaches go, do you know what? It works well for me. I'm a joiner during the day, but at night time I'm.
Is there any full-time coaches in the NPL?
No. Well, if you're on full-time wages, that's for sure. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I know.
There's a couple. There's definitely one in Adelaide. The Metro Stars coach is full-time. He's TD and coach.
Yeah, they get to the FFA Cup.
Danny
I would say
Australia Cup. Sorry.
Outside the A League clubs,
probably not.
There'd have to be a couple, but
there might be an odd one. I don't know. I'd be guessing, but. You'd like to think you're expecting the B League players to treat it like a professional gig. You need the coaches to be like, otherwise it doesn't work. But it doesn't stop coaches doing things on the side, but they would need to be compensated accordingly. But that's the only way it works because you can't have a squad full of good football players or good young football players and crap coaching.
Yeah, no, that's what I was asking.
There's going to be a lot of young players in it. And the coaching has to be good. The whole staff has to be good.
Yeah. No.
I think
there's a lot. I think that needs to happen before.
Well, hypothetically, here's another flip it. See, it doesn't happen, right? What's next for Australian football?
Just keeps going on the way it's going on.
I know, but like, is like currently there's no way people are happy with the way it's going. There's no plan. A-League's fucking toiling at the side.
No, I completely agree.
The Jets aren't even guaranteed to be playing in the A-League.
Next year.
I think a few people have been saying they got bought by people in Melbourne, but it's not announced. Yeah. They're meant to be talking about this Canberra team as well. Not announced.
Yeah.
I don't know. They talk about the A-Leagues falling and then they bring more clubs in and they bring the B-League in too. Yeah. So
I would just love the A-League, B-League promotion allocation, 2 divisions without relegation.
I don't think it's going to happen straight away.
No. But again, think of an announcement gets made whenever it might be, and it was, look, it's not going to happen for the next 4 or 5 years, but in 2020, people complain, of course they would want it now. But at least you go, okay, we're moving in some sort of direction.
We're moving towards something.
Yeah. Moving towards.
You see in the A-League, they're coming, whoever's coming last, second to bottom, all good.
Next year,
play the same. We restart next year.
We start building for next year now.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah,
you need life needs consequences.
Yeah, 100%.
So you need consequences, otherwise it's crap. I don't know, man. Hopefully, I would love the day you get an announcement. It must come soon.
Every day, they're checking Twitter every day.
Who do you follow on Twitter for the announcement?
It's with A-League Hub, whoever. Nah,
A-League won't be announcing it. I'm
They announce
interested.
everything.
There's somebody on it, I don't even know the lad's name. Someone on Instagram's actually not bad for it. There's a lad that does he does all Australian football. Does women's, men's, NPL.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's a couple on
I
there.
can't
There's
really
I think there's a Matt Vandenberg maybe from Newcastle.
Yeah, okay.
There's a few journos. I think they try to get the inside on everything.
Yes.
Whatever. Some of them might be bullshit, but
Oh mate, there's a
Oh,
lot.
so it probably is, eh?
Aye.
It's hard, man.
It's not any more bullshit than you're talking, so.
a lot of shit here.
Look at the games for the weekend.
No, last question.
What's that?
How do you prepare for a game?
Not very well. Pasta. Pasta night before.
Yeah.
And he goes to karate, does his karate kicks.
Getting crap, yeah. Get on the bag.
You got the bags? Is that what you said?
No.
I want to get so much energy.
That's after. No. Night before pasta. Day of breakfast, not too fast. Just go for a coffee, a bit of a walk.
Yep.
Pasta again for lunch, and then maybe a little bit of a nap, a little bit of a rest.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Simple.
Meals get pushed back a
Are
bit.
you consistent as in is that your general routine?
Yeah.
Routine's important.
Yeah.
This is off topic, but just when you mentioned pasta for you said pasta and pasta again. Do you know I was in a cafe this morning about 8 o'clock and we ordered chicken schnitzel and chips. That's early, innit?
Eating like
chicken schnitzel and chips at 8 in the morning in the cafe.
you don't know. Maybe he worked.
Early in the
morning.
Maybe it's his lunch.
That was a woman with a pram, sitting on a pram. Unless she's just an absolute all-night bender with a wee man.
Yeah, so you don't know. Yeah, but yeah.
That's a bit.
Certain meals are going to be for certain times, I think.
Aye.
And that's not an 8 o'clock in the morning meal.
But what about breakfast for dinner? They have breakfast for dinner, Adam?
Breakfast for dinner.
I
Like cereal or something.
I like
Pancakes,
eggs, bacon.
Omelette. Nah.
I had bacon and eggs for lunch. Does that count?
If you want it,
I've done it for breakfast sometimes. Like I'll have steak in the morning.
Yeah, but steak.
chicken schnitzel and chips.
No,
Was that yours? That was in the pram.
you can do the opposite. I think dinner for breakfast is a bit better than.
Dinner for breakfast, do you think? Aye.
Yeah. I quite like having steak and eggs.
A big beef stroganoff for your breakfast. Imagine you went to your mate's house for breakfast. You've stayed at his house. You woke up next morning,
Pumpkin soup.
starving, pumpkin soup, beef stroganoff. You'd be like, man, what are you joking? Nah, I don't know about that. Anyway, games. Yeah, okay, on you go.
Sharks versus Rockdale, mate.
What predictions?
Yes.
Predictions, mate. Aye. Oh, done. So did I win again?
You won again.
Flea got
man.
6 out of 12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get 9 out of 12.
I get 8. Do you know what? I did my schools.
You got 6 out of 12.
I mean, he get 9 out of 12.
Oh yeah.
And Flea getting 6.
So I
Not very
did
good
my
maths,
schools
mate.
first, right? And I was like, brilliant. I was like, 8's a good score.
I must be quite a bit ahead of
Ah,
you.
you're winning by a good bit now. So I was thinking in my head, there's no way Gary's got more than 8. At the very least, we've got a draw. And I went through them. I was like, 9. I was like, nah, no way. And I went through it, counted again. It was 9. I was like,
I know I took Wanderers to beat Apia. I remember that scene.
aye.
Did
I
you?
can't remember what else.
Aye. That was it, and I think combined, I think surely one of us are beating the guests.
Aye, definitely. I think we're both beating the guests.
Aye. So you need to pick up the square
I
for
can help you out to guess. Nah, Rockdale.
Rockdale. Yeah, I fancy Rockdale as well.
Me too. Because Sutherland obviously need to have a different keeper as well.
Did you hear? I think the goalkeeper coach is the keeper this week. I heard a little rumour.
Oh, Denham.
I'm not sure. Is that his name?
Denham.
He's older. He's
Pink
about,
Panther?
he's about 40, no? He's older guy.
Nathan Denham.
I heard a rumour that
for ages.
I won't say where because I can't remember. But I heard a
What runs in
rumour.
his jeans in it? That's pure, isn't it?
Terrible.
I heard a rumour he's registered to play this week.
Right, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Is maybe 40 odd.
Oh, is he?
But he was their goalkeeper for years. Like from when I first came to Australia, he was their goalkeeper like for 5, 6, 7 years
Yeah,
straight.
so I heard that. So
There you go. Well, if that's the case, he might be a bit rusty as well.
aye. Or could be the other way around.
Imagine comes out, full eyes, they win one now.
I hope he has a cracking.
Yeah.
Cracking.
Yeah.
So Wanderers Sydney United is a funny one because I don't know who. When did the A-League team play? Is that going to be
They're
a factor?
done. They're finished.
Is A-League finished?
Did they finish outside the top 6 yet?
Yeah, they didn't make finals.
Yeah,
so they will be. Oh, but I think don't scholarship play. I think everyone has to have a break. No?
4 weeks or something? No.
Whatever. Yeah. So I don't know if it starts now, but I think they actually have to have a break. It's like legally.
I think I'm pretty sure we say this at the start. I think it's four.
Is it 4? I thought it was 2, but I don't know.
Maybe it's and then they have a break anyway. But
Yeah. So I don't know if it starts now, but you know what? Where is it? United at home.
I fancy United.
I still think United, man. I think at home.
I want to go United as well. I'm just going to gamble on Wanderers not having a team.
Yeah, that'll be the difference, won't it? Yeah.
I think that also on a Sunday at 3 o'clock they'll get a good crowd against Wanderers.
Yeah, that helps, man. When
They're playing well. They're playing really well. United, fair play.
Yeah, go United.
Wolves at home to Central Coast Mariners.
Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves. I think Wolves at the start they
We
were.
played Wolves.
Yeah, round 1. I thought we won, but I thought they would.
Nah, they're good.
They did well for the period, maybe 5
started off
6
well.
years.
very
Has Jake
physical.
scored yet?
Nah.
No.
I have to check it every week.
You check every.
Just see if he scored.
He's had a tough time.
St George Saints versus Olympic.
Same to the one that we.
Did you play the other week?
I get confused, man. They're the same
Yeah,
logo,
she's the
same.
same, man.
It's just funny, man, because it's such good. We've got some really good players like Antonis, Parkhouse, O'Donovan. They're all like.
You back the draw or you don't go draw?
No, you can back
I
the
think
draw
you draw if you want.
mate.
If you're a shite bag, you can go draw. Eh?
Give me a draw. No. I don't know.
I want to go Olympic.
I go draw.
I'm going to go Saints.
Fuck 'em.
Right, NPL 2. Bankstown at home to Bonnie,
But
right?
Bankstown what win?
City Lions.
Bankstown City. Bonnyrigg have actually been playing well. They've had a few results, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bonner.
You're going Bonnyrigg. I'm going to go Bankstown as well. Bonnyrigg, Bankstown. Rydomere at home to Dulwich Hill.
Yeah, right on me. They got the new coach. What's his name? Round.
Abbassad.
Bounce. Round. Yeah, and at home as well.
Yeah, they're at home.
Yeah, go right on me.
I'm going to go Dulwich Hill.
I'm going to go Rydomere.
Oh, it's cute.
And our Lions at home to ST Raiders.
And the Lions.
Me too.
Look at you try to keep up with me.
No, I'm gonna make the place to SD. Do SD. I'm
SD
with the SD Raiders. Yeah. So, he hasn't scored yet, so
Aye.
maybe this week.
This week's the one just for you.
Yeah.
Spartans at home to Rams.
I don't know. Are they good?
Yeah, Rams have won the last 4 games or something.
It's a shit place to
Since
play,
they
though,
got the
isn't it?
new coach,
Oh, your mate?
my pal.
Aye.
So you have to back Ramsey.
Nah, I'm going Spartans.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to go Spartans as well.
Yeah.
It's hard,
It's hard to play there. I hate playing there. Yeah.
not
Yeah,
great.
go Spartans.
South Coast versus Camden, South Coast Flames. You're just guessing here.
Do you know everything about him?
I know South Coast got a few United boys, haven't they?
Yeah.
United boys.
Yep.
South
Good
Coast.
guess that one. Yeah, go South Coast. They're due a win, aren't they?
They are due a win. Hurstville at home to Mounties.
I'm going to go. Oh, it's a hard because Hurstville won 4.
4 on the bounce.
4 on the bounce, aye. And Mounties, are they still winning though? What was
Mounties drew against South Coast last midweek, and then they had a bye weekend just
Oh,
gone.
Fred,
That could kill him. The buy could kill him.
I know, it's one of those ones to buy in it. It's a, you go like, that's
you
for
feel
fresh.
energised or you either like wheels fall.
I'm going to go Hurstville.
Hurstville, yeah.
I'm going Mounties.
Oof. Hurstville at home.
Aye. I'm going to go them. 2 games left.
2 games left. Bankstown United at home to Granville Rage.
I'm going to stay loyal to Todorowsky and Tomic. Raging backing them all year.
I'm going to say. Do you know what's? Nah, it's not
You
actually.
said Bankstown?
Bankstown United.
I went Granville Rage. I went Rage.
He went Granville Rage.
I don't know, man. Go Bankstown. I've got to be honest with you.
None of us know, mate.
That's a problem. I'm going Bankstown as well.
And last one?
Fraser Park at home to Central Coast United.
Central Coast.
They're right.
Fraser Park aren't great.
Fraser Park have been struggling, mate. I think they've lost 4-1 the last 2 weeks.
We're playing at Fraser Park's ground on Wednesday against Dulwich Hill in the Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good
Absolute
luck.
stitch up, man.
Yeah,
Right,
go
something was
But I
it?
tell you,
Central
but Bounce will be the guy for that game.
What's the times again?
I don't know, FA Cup 7:30 kick-off probably.
I might come and watch it actually then.
Nah, Central Coast.
Central Coast.
Let's see.
Done.
Done. Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks for coming on, mate. It's been a
Anytime.
pleasure.
No worries, thanks for
Quality,
having me.
mate. Cheers.
Good man.
Perfect.